Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing about the major Buddhist and Jain pilgrimage sites that are quite important as they have been asking in the UPSC questions recurrently. So let's begin with the Buddhist sites. So to begin with, a few important Buddhist sites that are important are the Mahaviharas that are present. These are majorly present in Nalanda, that is in Bihar. That is Nalanda in Bihar. Mahavihara of Nalanda, which was during Kumaragupta I. The second important Mahavihara is Vikramshila, which is present again in Bihar. This was during the King Dharampala of Pala dynasty that it was established. Next one is the Mahavihara of Sompura, which is in Bangladesh. Next one is the Mahavihara of Odantapuri. Odantapuri was also located in Bihar. Odantapuri was under the patronage of King Gopala I. Next one is the Mahavihara of Jagaddala. Jagaddala was present in the region of Bengal, and Jagaddala was patronized by King Ramapala of Pala dynasty. Right? So these are a few major Mahaviharas that are present as Buddhist pilgrimage sites in India. A few more sites which are important are the Mahabodhi temple of Bodh Gaya in Bihar. This is a brick temple that is present in Bodh Gaya of Bihar. Another important Buddhist site is Sirpur, which is present in Chhattisgarh. Next one is the site of Lalitgiri, Vajragiri and Ratnagiri, which are present in Odisha. We have Lalitgiri, Vajragiri and Ratnagiri. Present in Odisha. Next one is the site of Sarnath, wherein we had the first sermon of Buddha. This is present in UP. Next is the site of Kushinagar in UP. Next important site, Kushinagar. Why was Kushinagar important? Because it was the last breath where Buddha had. Next one is the Piprawa site of Uttar Pradesh, which is on the Nepal border. This is again in UP. Here we have the oldest stupa present. Next more important sites that we have to see are a few sites where we find stupas. That is the Sanchi and Bharhut places of Madhya Pradesh. This is in MP. Another important site is the site of Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu. A few more caves that are present, the Buddhist caves are in Bhaja and Karla caves in Pune. Bhaja and Karla caves. A few more important and actually the most important ones are Ajanta, Ellora and Pithalkora caves that are present in Aurangabad. So we have Ajanta, Ellora, Pithalkora, Kanheri caves. These are all present in Maharashtra. Pandavleni caves, which is present in Nasik. So these are a few important caves that are present in Maharashtra. Next important Buddhist sites that come into mind is the monasteries, the Buddhist monasteries. So looking into them, first one is the Ghum monastery, which is present in Bengal. Next one are the monasteries that are present in Sikkim. There are three major monasteries, Buddhist monasteries: Rumtek, then we have Enchai, and we have Pema Yangtze. These three are present in Sikkim. REP, you can remember like this, REP. Next one are the monasteries that are prevalent in Ladakh region. Few important ones are Alchi Monastery, Spituk Monastery, then we have She Monastery, and another important one is Thikse Monastery. These have directly been asked in UPSC previously. So these are present in Ladakh. A few more important monasteries of Himachal Pradesh can also be discussed. They are Dhankar Monastery, Nako Monastery, Kai Monastery, and Tabo Monastery, which is quite famous in the Spiti Valley. These are a few important ones in Himachal Pradesh. Next one is a few monasteries of Arunachal Pradesh. So Arunachal Pradesh has actually the largest monastery in India, that is the Tawang Monastery. And another one that is present over here is Bomdila Monastery. So Tawang is the largest. Next one is the Namdroling Monastery. Surprisingly, this is present in Karnataka. Please make a note of it. Namdroling is present in Karnataka and Bailakuppe. So these are a few major monasteries that are present over here. Another previous year question that was present in UPSC, an important site of Dhauli, which had rock cut elephant and Ashokan edicts, that is present in Odisha. That can also be remembered. Site of Dhauli. So these are a few important Buddhist sites that are to be taken care of. I think major questions with respect to Buddhist pilgrimage sites can be discussed with this particular slide. Now moving on to Jain sites. So a few important Jain pilgrimage sites now. So the first one is the Palitna temples that are present in Shethrunjay Hills and the Kathiawar region of Gujarat. This is Palitna temples. This is specially for Shwetambar sect and it is mainly dedicated to the first Tirthankar Rishabhdev. Next one is the Shikharji that is present in Parasnath. This has also been in news recently because there was a few conflict between the tribals and the particular Jain monks over there. So Shikharji, this is with respect to the Tirthankar Parasnath. This is quite important because about 20 Tirthankaras had attained salvation in this particular place. This is present in Jharkhand. Next one is a temple, Girnar temples, which is present in Junagadh district of Gujarat. Here the largest temple is of Neminath, which is the 22nd Tirthankar. Next important site is the site of Pavapuri, which is present in Bihar. This is where Mahavir, the last Tirthankar, was cremated. This is in Nalanda district of Bihar. Right? Next important site of Rajasthan is the Dilwara temple in Mount Abu. This was built by Vimal Vasahi or Vimal Shah in 11th century AD. Next important site is the site of Shravan Belgoda in Karnataka. So Shravanbelgoda particularly has the Gomateshwara statue of Lord Bahubali, who was the son of the first Jain Tirthankar. This was basically built by Ganga dynasty empire's minister, who was Chamunda Raya. So there are many basidis. Basidis are nothing but the Jain temples nearby this particular region. Next important temple is the temple of Ranakpur, that is present in Rajasthan. Another important site is Bhavangaj, which is present in Madhya Pradesh. This is related to a few Jain temples over here. Another important site wherein Jain bronze statues have been found out. These have been Chausa in Bihar, Hansi in Haryana, and Akota in Gujarat, that is Vadodara. So these are important because these are directly mentioned in the NCERT. It is Chausa, that is in Bihar. Then we have Hansi in Haryana. And we have Akota in Gujarat. So these particular sites, we have found Jain bronze statues. Next important site is the Kankali Tila. This is present in Uttar Pradesh near Mathura. This is again mentioned in the NCERT. A few details about it is we have first time found Ayagapata, which is nothing but type of votive tablets used for donation and worship under Jainism. So this site stays important. Right? Next few important sites are the Udayagiri and Khandagiri caves in Odisha. Here a few famous caves are Hathi Gumpa, Rani Gumpa, Ganesh Gumpa, etc. And the Hathi Gumpa inscription of King Kharavela is quite important with respect to Jainism. A few more temples that are present in the region of Ajmer is Nasiya temple. This is also with respect to Jainism, with respect to Lord Rishabdev. Another important site for Jainism is Sitanavasal caves. This is present in Tamil Nadu. And Mangi Tungi is another twin pinnacled peak with plateau, which is dedicated to Jainism in the region of Maharashtra. So this majorly covers important Jain sites as well. I think this video covers both Jainism and Buddhism pilgrimage sites quite comprehensively. Hope this helps, guys. Thank you.